I don't want to go on and on and on about this one feature. I really don't. I don't really want to keep making videos about it, and I don't want to keep talking about it because I'm just sick of it. But I have to come on here and make a video because this is I can't not make a video about it. I write my thoughts out post now, but I just have to come on and say this. And maybe I will send this to YouTube. Who knows? Last night I looked on Shorts and I saw that this feature, that AI feature on Shorts for creating Shorts was gone. And then lo and behold, I woke up this morning and it was back again. Like, I'm sorry, but this is a problem. This is a very big problem, not only for me, but for other creators on YouTube, because they're going to become overly reliant on using this feature. And I'm afraid that they're going to use it unethically and not indicate that it is AI. That they're going to use the video feature or the music feature or something like that that's hard to tell and make it just so real and so omniscient to the picturinos and make it um just so hard to tell if it's AI or not. And then they are going to um yeah, then they're gonna post the content and do all those kind of things because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they allow you to post it publicly. Like I can't believe this. Why on earth did I look on Shorts and not see this thing, and then I woke up and I saw it again? I don't understand. What? Yeah, I mean, with this thing specifically, not anything else, but with this feature, YouTube has a problem, and YouTube should take this thing down. Not only is it dangerously addictive and life-consuming, but it is aspects of it are unethical. It is too good to be true. It shows things that are so real that can you tell it's AI or not? And I put in a name of a song, or sorry, a person, and they allowed me to create it. Like they didn't go in, I can't believe this. They got rid of it, and they didn't go in and make modifications to it. Like I thought that they would. I thought that they would get rid of it once and for all, and they put it back, and I was thinking, okay, they made modifications to it. But they didn't. And I have been creating content because I've been addicted to it. And well, it was an option for me. So I'm to create it. Like, I hope I'm not making a big deal out of nothing about this. I don't think I am, because this is something that I'm not going to let slide, that I'm not going to be quiet about, because this is ridiculous. This, I mean, this thing is a monster. It's an addiction. You're drinking and I mean, I'm kind of gonna repeat all this in a post so that you can see it, because I do that with every thought I have. I just had to come on and share this time. I mean, there will be, exceptions, and this is an exception. I can't just share it in a post because this is like I'm really mad. As I've said before, not just for my sake, but for the sake of other creators. Oh, just don't use it. Just don't look. You know how they say, just don't look, just don't look. No. Okay, no. Like, it's an option. People are going to use it. And I'm not going to limit my content. I am not going to just let it slide. and have them continue to get away with this thing, just wanting people to get sucked in to technology even more, making it way worse. And I think that this is something that you should um um aware about. It's so simple to say just don't look. I mean, I am not going to continue using it, but it will be gone. I will find some way of dealing with this. I do not want this to be an option or temptation for not only myself, but for other creators. Am I the only one that doesn't know right from wrong? Am I the only one that doesn't know common sense? Am I the only one concerned about this? Am I the only one making videos about this? Or are there others out there who feel the same way that are trying to do something about this? The metaphor that I'm going to be using in the post, I haven't written it yet, um, but I'm going to post it. I tried to repost it, but it was just too long. So, anyway, it's like, you're addicted to wine and somebody takes the bottles away from you and you're distraught and you're mad and you're surprised. But then deep down, you feel relief because you don't have to, um, deal with the addiction anymore. It's like I'm done. I can move on. I can, um, focus on other things. I can get my life back together again. I can live a healthier, happier, purer life, cleaner life. And then the person comes back and says, here are the bottles again. You can drink however much you want. Like that's what YouTube did. And I don't think that that is right. You don't do that to somebody who has an addiction. You deal with it, you take action, you take initiative. You don't just give in to the person giving an addiction. That is not YouTube is not showing that they care about the sake of mental health and creator's sake and the well-being of other creators on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna with this, what I was gonna say was to show somebody that you are, well, I'm gonna phrase it this way. What is loving to a person that you care about is being caring, compassionate, but unshakably determined to help them with an addiction, with doing something to help them with an addiction by taking it away and taking action. Yeah, I mean, you see this on Dr. Phil, you see this on all kinds of things like that. I was seeing Dr. Phil. I was seeing Dr. Phil. And there was this one episode where this intervention happened with somebody drug addicting. Okay, don't think that I'm making this up and making a big deal out of nothing. I know that I am not. I'm just gonna say that without defending myself even more because it's unnecessary. I shouldn't have to. Um, and they were giving this intervention in short, and the person was screaming and yelling and doing all those kind of things, but it was ultimately good for them. That's just an example. There are aspects of it that are illegal. There are aspects of it that are just plain flat out wrong. Like, for example, it is a red flag to me why I could create, because I wanted to and I could, so I did. But it is still a red flag to me that I could put somebody's name in and a song came up about them. And then preferably, okay, no, 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 no. This is not my fault. I prefer to show the person so that you know who I'm talking about. Showing my face doesn't work. Like, I can't have that. I want to be creative with that. I want to show the other person's face. If I create those shorts, for example, and YouTube takes them down, and their reason is because you showed the person's face, that is no excuse. You cannot blame me for creating stuff with that feature. It's your fault for even putting that thing on there and not putting the proper restrictions on it. Putting somebody's name in a song and revealing details about them in just one verse and even giving their name without potentially, that's just invasive. That's just that just gives away too much information about them. And the thing is, I would be less worried if they made like a whole song. Here's the other thing. They should not do it for shorts. They should do it for videos. Here's my idea. Underneath every video, there will be an AI feature called Turn This Video into a Song. You click it, you make the video a whole song, less addictive than 30 seconds. A whole song. That way you're less likely to be addicted to it over and over again. You'll get your fill of it easier. It would turn the video into a song. What you say would become a song. You could choose your genre, you could choose your mood, like everything on there. If you mentioned any name in the video, it would totally just eliminate that. It would give hints of information about the people, but it would eliminate anything about, like, it would eliminate the names. Like, it's okay if it keeps the identity without revealing who it is. I mean, maybe they should eliminate that too. I don't know. But get rid of the names. Get rid of the names. And the video would be unlisted on the channel, like you wouldn't be able to search for it. I would personally link this video into a song every time I post a video. Like, I post my summary, I say just get warn this video, like I do underneath my videos and my community posts. Um and and on Facebook and Instagram, and I would say this thing turned into a song. This thing turned into a song. That's what they can do. Like, it is not entirely bad. There are a lot of good things about it. Just YouTube did not do it in the right way. They didn't put proper restrictions on it, and they did it for shorts. The shorter something is, the more you are addicted to it. It's like, I want more, I want more, I want more. That's what they're creating in people. I want more, I want more. Instead of doing it under your videos only, which is like deleting the temptation to get rid of um the addiction. I mean, I forgot I was saying. YouTube cannot blame creators. You should have been more ethical about this because it's against copyright. You shouldn't have created somebody that, well, you shouldn't have put that feature on there, and you should have put restrictions. It's your fault. Although I did rant on Instagram yesterday, and I feel terrible for that, and I'm not going to do it again. I agreed with everything that I said, and I still do today. Is that it is not my fault at all. If I create content on there, if I would create content and it would be flagged and it would be reported, it is not me to blame at all. It is YouTube for allowing me to do that. YouTube shouldn't blame the AI can't do that. YouTube should blame itself because it already has. I put in some tracks and it says can't create the track. What should happen is that I put somebody's name in and it says can't create track. And the fact that it doesn't restrict me from doing that and restrict other creators from doing that is a huge red flag to me. A huge red flag to me. It should even say, like at least say, don't use information about others without their permission. I don't believe that it even said that. Maybe it did, I can't remember, but I don't believe that it said that. That is enough to get me to not do song videos about others. It should say that. Don't make videos about songs without their permission. Right there, clear as crystal. You can't do it. I'm not going to do it. That option's restricted. I'm to move on to other things. It's like, well, I couldn't create that. I couldn't create that thing. Oh well, not a big deal. Just 30 seconds. There's a million other things that I could have the AI create. Move on. Not a big deal. Just detach from needing every one of your ideas, most of your ideas at least, to be posted to the AI. You know, they have some restrictions, but I don't feel that they have enough restrictions on this thing specifically. Um, and I'm very, very glad I used this feature because if what I've seen videos about AI, but I have not seen a video talking about the negatives of this. And I, as an Aries sun, am the first one to do this, and I am initiating this. And so I guess I'm stepping into my Aries energy by doing this and standing up for myself and others like Aries is. Aries won't just go along to get along, won't, fall in line with it. That's Aries energy. And I feel that I am really embodying Aries energy, or at least I will when I, find a way to have them deal with this. Of course, I can't control them. I can't control what they do, but but I mean, I have the idea of potentially trying to do things. Hopefully I can, maybe I can't, but I'm hoping that I can to deal with this because YouTube should allow other creators to voice their opinions about things that they feel are wrong, unethical on YouTube. There's a reason why they send reports to it. And I do believe that I think that I'm going to report this. Thank goodness I used it. I mean, I did wish I didn't fall in line with it, but thank goodness I was drawn into it so that I could know what this feature does and how addictive that it could possibly be and how life consuming and take over your life it could possibly be. Like if I didn't schedule things, you would be seeing a lot of videos of AI, a lot. And I would completely overwhelm you with content, and that is exactly why I was like, nope, I need to schedule it. YouTube can't expect people to have the awareness to schedule their videos. I have the awareness, but not everyone will. But like think of people who are like set like teenagers coming on YouTube, 17, 18, 19. With social media and everything, this is just taking it to a whole new level. They are going to be glued to their like I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but I have to talk about this. They're going to be glued to their phone. Glued to their phone. They're going to be, as I've said, addicted. Their mental health is going to go down. With this feature specifically, I feel that with YouTube videos and shorts, you can engage in them, but they're not like so addicted that you can't focus on other things. What about reading books? Well, just what about, that's an example of living life. They're depleting the simplicity of life. Yeah, I mean, so many negative, unhealthy things with this that I think that you understand without me having to go into. I just want you to understand how serious I feel this is and how serious this probably is, um, and my feelings on it. Thank goodness I used it to create it. I was drawn into it naturally. I didn't have my red flag antenna up. I can't believe I didn't. I kind of blame and feel guilty and blame myself that I didn't. I thought it was really, really neat. AI doesn't have to be a bad thing, but they've set it up to be an addictive, life-consuming monster. I titled this video, YouTube killed the monster and then brought it back to life again. It's like, you know, it's like they killed the thing, it died, and then it just risen from the dead again. That's kind of what this is. That's what they did. And just like that one guy was making a video about their shorts being AI, like I haven't seen the full video, but I linked it in one of my posts. There, maybe I'll look at the video. I don't know. There was a guy who made a video saying AI is taking my shorts and changing the the short from what he created, his own creation, into AI, into something that was AI. And it's a slightly different thing, but it's still video, it's still shorts, it's still a feature on YouTube that's unethical. YouTube did that. Maybe it took care of that. YouTube should um take this seriously and get rid of that. And I'm surprised why there are not other videos on this because there really should be. There really should be. I guess it hasn't been around long enough. Like I should be searching it and seeing YouTube made an announcement, I'm getting rid of this, or this new AI short feature is unethical, or like something like that on on YouTube. I found videos about AI, but not a single video was on this. So I'm going to be the first, and I'm going to speak up about this. It gives other creators permission to steal their um others' information without without creativity and barriers. It should restrict it. It should say without permission. How Now I know I gave into it because I wanted to and it was an option, but how would you like it if somebody else made a song about you without your permission? I don't care what the song is, positive or negative. YouTube trusted to have common sense, but then yet it allows you to do that. That is perplexing to me. How would you like it if somebody made a song about you without your permission? Now, yes, it can be a surprise. It can be like a birthday present, but on the on the internet, a video that you can see, like I hope that you're understanding how big of a deal that is, and I hope that you're not going to think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. People do that all the time with like, no, I feel that this is a problem, and I feel that this is a big deal, and I feel that this is wrong. Don't tell me that I'm making this all into a big deal out of nothing, because this is an issue that I feel passionate about. This is something that I've fallen victim to, and I intend to do things to deal with it. So, I can't believe that YouTube brought it back, and it steals others' information. It makes images look so real without noticing AI. That's why I label it AI. Not everyone's going to do that. They should put a message up on the thing saying, if you're going to use this feature, label it AI. Label it AI, or it wouldn't even allow you to post the video unless you at least enable the ethical shorts that you created AI, unless you put that in there. Otherwise, it wouldn't allow you to post it. That's what it should be doing. That's the kind of restrictions that it should be putting on this. It is it, it is like giving candy to a kid without restrictions. You can have this much candy, but then there's a limit on this. That's what parents do. Is they put limits and boundaries, and YouTube isn't doing this. It's just continuing to um feed the monster give in, perpetuate, um, problems, give the kid the candy. I mean, there's something that that I want to say that I'm not thinking of right now, but you get the point. Um, yeah, that's what it's doing with this thing. And yeah, the other little thing that I want to say about this, that's a problem that I shared in that post, is it is depleting your creativity. It is stealing your creativity with music. In my case, it is stealing your own identity. Instead of relying on creating your own content. Oh, I have this AI feature now. I can use that. I can have this totally take over my channel, and it allows you to make the videos public. I think that is unacceptable and probably unethical, depending upon the types of things that you're creating out of it. But in general, I do think that what they've created is wrong. I don't want to go on any more about that. But as I was saying, um, yeah, I mean, I can't remember what I was saying now. I have completely lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something, but then I totally forgot about it. I've been doing that more. Um, I forgot. I'm not going to worry about trying to remember what I was going to say. I just want to make this video and I do not want to keep hashing this. I do not want to keep talking about this. I just want this gone and done with and dealt with. And, oh, I think I remember what I was going to say now. Um, you were becoming overly reliant on it. I was like, does it trust people to just have discipline with it and do all this? 'Cause not everybody has the awareness. Not everybody has the discipline to deal with it in the proper way that I've been trying to deal with it. And I've been, mm, really frantically trying to make videos and schedule them ahead of time daily so that I wouldn't be addicted to it. I intentionally did that so I wouldn't be addicted to it. It is um like I'm not going to totally make my channel AI. I want to make some of my content AI, but I want to have my own content. Like it is going to be so nice if this feature ever goes away to just make my own content and not have to worry about being this an option and me trying to resist the option. But because I know that this is going to be dealt with in some way or another, I will resist the option until this is dealt with. Because now that I know this and now that I haven't resisted, I'm gonna you know, not give in and deal with this. It is depleting others' own sovereignty to create their own content. It is depleting others' creativity. Like I will admit to you that I have created songs, and I will say I will use like a verse out of the song and create it. Like I had a little thought that I was become overly reliant on it. And I was worried that I was going to become that. And I thought that I didn't have to worry about it anymore when they took it away, but they brought it back. And this is an issue. That's what I want you to get from this video. So I think I've talked and hammered it on enough. I don't want to keep making videos about this. I don't want to keep talking about it. Maybe I'll post an update in the community tab about what YouTube said when they got back to me, or something like that, whatever they feel, because it is maybe for your concern to know the full story of that, because if you're not already aware of it, I just wanted you to be aware in this video. And I've made three other videos about this, um and I just think that's a lot of videos. Another video about AI. I've just been making so much AI content, and I just think it is excessive. What I have created with the AI content on my channel, the 4 or 5 videos, is a little bit excessive. It shouldn't be that. It should be one video, um, you know, addressing this completely. But I've created, you know, five now. I can't believe that, but I couldn't not make this video. I'm not going to go on anymore. Thank you for watching. I would highly encourage you to send this to YouTube. Send this to YouTube if you can. Let them know about this. And I mean, I'm going to probably write to them, but I would really, really encourage you, if you're viewing this, to send this to YouTube. Send this video to them. They need to know and they need to address this once and for all. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now.